So you write down what is the shape of revenue curves for a producer or for a firm in different markets. In different market situations, what is the revenue curves faced by a producer or by a firm? What is the shape of price line? What is the shape of demand curve? What is the shape of average revenue curve, marginal revenue curve for a firm? First of all, we will take revenue curves under perfect competition or in the perfect market. We have different market situations. We have perfect market. We have monopoly. We have monopolistic competition. First of all, write down revenue curves under perfect competition. So, as we know, the perfect competition is that market in which a firm is a price taker. So price is decided by the whole market, by all the firms, and one firm or one producer is price taker. It cannot change, it is price. So if we have output sold or sales, total sales, that is Q, quantity sold, and we have, for example, average revenue, or we can say it is price or average revenue, it is same. For example, output is 1, a firm sold us 1 unit or 2 units or 3 units or 4 units or 5 units. The average revenue is, for example, same for a firm. Price is same. It can sell any output at the same price. The price per unit is same. And we have average revenue. We can calculate the total revenue. Total revenue. What is total revenue here? The total revenue is P multiplied by Q. P multiplied by Q. This is P. 5 1 is 5. 5 2 is 10. 5 3 is 15. 5 4 is 20. 5 5 is 25. And the marginal revenue is here 5. 10 minus 5, it is 5. 15 minus 10, it is 5. 20 is minus 15, it is 5. 25 is 20, it is 5. So, in the perfect competition, the average revenue and marginal revenue are same. They are same. अगर हम curve बनाएंगे इससे, so what is the shape of revenue curves or average revenue and marginal revenue curve? In the perfect market, we have along OX, we measure output sold or quantity sold. This is average revenue. Average revenue, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1, 5, 2, 5, 5, 4, 5, 5, 5. 1, 5, 2, 5. So it will become a horizontal line. A horizontal line parallel to x-axis. So this will be average revenue curve and marginal revenue curve. This is average revenue and marginal revenue. Thus we can say it is also price. In the perfect market, the average revenue and marginal revenue curve is a horizontal line parallel to x-axis. Yes. अगर कहीं भी क्वेश्चन पूछा जाए what is the shape of average revenue curve and marginal revenue curve for a firm under perfect competition, it is a horizontal line parallel to the x-axis. Its slope is 0, but the elasticity of demand is perfectly elastic. The elasticity of demand is perfectly elastic. So, ये हो गया?
Yes, sir.
हम लिखेंगे in perfect market, average revenue and marginal revenue are same, a firm is a price taker, it can sell any quantity at the same price. So you always remember, when average revenue is same, the marginal revenue is also same. So if a firm tries to sell at price higher than market price, it will lose its customers. Agar ye price increase, it will lose its customers.
Yes, sir.
Yes, the shape of average revenue and marginal revenue curves is a horizontal line parallel to x-axis,
X-axis.
whose slope is zero. The slope of revenue curves for a firm is zero, and elasticity of demand is infinity. Elasticity of demand
Is infinity.
is infinity or perfectly elastic. The elasticity of demand is perfectly elastic. So slope is zero and elasticity of demand is infinity.
Yes, sir.
Demand is infinity, as we see from the table and diagram. Thus, firms AR and MR revenue curves are perfectly elastic under perfect compaction. So in the perfect market, the average revenue and marginal revenue curve is horizontal line parallel to x-axis whose slope is zero, and elasticity of demand is infinity, or elasticity of demand is perfectly elastic. Okay, you understand?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
हाँ, ये आप याद रखना कि परफेक्ट मार्केट में इलास्टिसिटी ऑफ डिमांड इन्फिनिटी होती है, परफेक्ट इलास्टिसिटी ऑफ शेप होती है कर्व की horizontal line parallel to x-axis. That means we shows that the firm can sell any output at the same price, at the given price, because a firm is price taker, not price maker. In monopoly, firm is price maker, but in perfect competition, firm is price taker. Okay, ठीक है?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
हाँ. अब उठाइए आप second is revenue curves under monopoly. ये में
Monopolist competition.
नहीं, monopoly ये दो चीजें हैं.
Yes, sir.
Monopoly है,
Yes, sir.
monopolistic competition है. So these things, these market forms, we will discuss in the next chapter, forms of market.
Yes, sir.
लीजिए revenue curves under monopoly. Monopoly means when there is only one seller in the market.
Yes, sir.
One
Single seller.
seller. He or she
Yes,
is
sir.
owner, whole owner
Yes.
of the market. He is king of the market. If we have, for example, output sold and we have average revenue, which is equal to total revenue divided by Q.
Yes, sir.
Average revenue, or this is price also, eh? Yes? This
Yes,
price.
sir.
Yes. We have total revenue, which is equal to P multiplied by Q.
Yes, sir.
This is Q and this is P. When we have total revenue, we can calculate the marginal revenue. If output is 1, price is 10. At 10
Yes, sir.
price, 1 unit is sold. If price falls to 9, output sold or output demanded increases. 8,
Yes.
3, 7, it is 4, 6, it is 5. can make total revenue. P multiplied by Q. 10 into 1, it is 10. 9 into 2,
10, yes.
15. 8 into 3, it is 24. 7 into 4,
4.
28. 6 into 5, it is 30. How to calculate marginal revenue? It is difference between two total revenue. Total revenue,
Yes, sir.
two levels of output. At one level of output is 10, at second level of output is 18. 18 minus 10, it is 8.
8.
Here it is 10, here it is 8. It is from 0 to 1. From 0 to 1. 10 minus 0, it is 10. 18 minus 10, it is 8. 24 minus 18, it is 6. फिर क्या बनता है? 4, it is 2.
2, yes, sir.
So this is average revenue in monopoly and this is marginal revenue in monopoly.
Monopoly.
अब किस तरह बनाएंगे रेवेन्यू कर्व्स? बेसिक हमारा मकसद है यहाँ रेवेन्यू कर्व. व्हाट इज द शेप ऑफ रेवेन्यू कर्व?
Revenue.
Yes, revenue. If OX shows quantity sold or quantity demanded, quantity sold or quantity demanded or sales,
Yes, sir.
and this is average revenue and marginal revenue. Average revenue की shape, for example, आप बना सकते हो. ये ऐसी है. ये है marginal revenue. This is average revenue and this is marginal revenue. Marginal revenue is always less than average revenue. तो पूछो 9 यहाँ average revenue ज्यादा है, marginal revenue कम है. So average revenue curve will remain above the marginal revenue curve. You raise marginal revenue cut upper.
Yes, sir.
अब लिखिए क्या शेप है इसकी. अच्छा बताओ क्या शेप है इन कर्व्स की. यहाँ व्हाट इज द शेप ऑफ रेवेन्यू कर्व्स इन मोनोपोली? Downward sloping or negative slope. These are downward sloping.
Yes, sir.
Both the curves are downward sloping with high slope, with high yes, with high slope. Okay, with high slope and less elastic. Elasticity is less, inelastic, but slope is high. Slope is high. ये हो गया, टेबल हो गया. मैं लिखूंगा ये. लिखिए आप इसका. अंडर मोनोपोली,
Average.
the average revenue and marginal revenue curves are downward sloping or downward sloping
Slope.
from left to right. From left
Right.
to right, or we can say negative slope. Negative slope.
Yes, sir. Negative.
Negative slope. That means there is opposite relationship between price and quantity sold. When price increases, quantity sold decreases.
Decreases.
Yes. ठीक है?
Yes, sir.
It means the monopoly can sell more at lower prices, and it sells less at higher prices. At
Yes.
higher price.
Price.
Also, both the curves have high slope, but less elastic, but less elastic.
Elastic.
That is, the elasticity of demand is inelastic. The elasticity of demand
Is inelastic.
inelastic. Inelastic means less than 1. That means
Yes, sir.
slope is high. The elasticity of demand is less than 1. That is less
Yes,
than 1. It's inelastic. Inelastic or less elastic. Or less elastic. ठीक है?
Yes, sir.
So there is negative relationship between price of a product and demand for a product. The firm's demand करूं or average revenue करूं, slope is downwards. The slope downwards.
Means MR downward sloping straight line.
Also, the average revenue curve remains above the marginal revenue curve. That is, average revenue is always more than marginal revenue. So generally, आप ये ज़हन में रखिए, in the monopoly market, the revenue curves are sloping downwards, or they have negative slope. They have negative slope. ठीक है? आप उठाइए, ये हो गया.
Yes, sir.
आप उठाइए आप revenue curves under monopolistic competition. Number 3, revenue curves under monopolistic competition. This is third form of market. Revenue curves under monopolistic competition. यहाँ क्या हाल है? For example, we have quantity sold. Quantity sold.
Average
Slope.
revenue.
We have average revenue. We have
Total
total revenue, and we have marginal revenue.
Yes, sir.
ठीक है?
Yes, sir.
One, for example, price is
10.
average revenue is same as price.
Yes, sir.
10, 2, it is, for example, not 9 but 9.5. That would be 9.5.
Yes.
It is 3.
Yes, sir.
It is 9.
9.
It is, for example, 4.
No.
It is
8.5.
8.4. 8.5.
5.
It is 5. It is, for example, 8. It is 6.
Yes, sir.
6. It is 7.5.
Yes, sir.
यहाँ स्लाइड चेंज है प्राइस में, जिस तरह मोनोपोली बड़ी बड़ी चेंजेस लाता था प्राइस में. हाँ, एक एक
Yes, sir.
50-50 पैसे की चेंज, 25-25 पैसे की चेंज, 10-10 पैसे की चेंज. तो वो चेंज भी बहुत बड़ी चेंज लाती है सेल्स में, टोटल रेवेन्यू और मार्जिनल रेवेन्यू.
Yes, sir.
टोटल रेवेन्यू हम एस्टिमेट करेंगे P मल्टीप्लाइड बाय Q. इट इज 10 into 1.
Yes.
9.5 into 2, it is 19.
19. 27.
27.
4.
8.5 into 4.
34.
Eh?
Sir, 34.
34. 8.40. 7.5 into 6.
7.5.
6. 45. 7-6-48. 2-3-5. 45 आएगा कुछ. कैलकुलेटर नहीं है?
Yes, sir. 45.
हाँ 45. अब मार्जिनल रेवेन्यू कर दीजिए, यहाँ 10 आएगा.
9.
19 minus 10, it is 9. 27 minus 19, 8 है.
7.
7. 6. 6.
Yes, sir.
यहाँ 5. So
5.
मार्जिनल रेवेन्यू. अब
Yes, sir.
जब हम क्रू बनाएंगे इसकी, revenue curves क्या होगी shape? OX shows quantity sold और quantity demand भी लिख सकते हो आप.
Yes, sir.
ये है average revenue and marginal revenue. यहाँ स्लोप कम है लेकिन इलास्टी ज्यादा है, इलास्टी हाई है. वहां
Yes, sir.
स्लोप
More elastic.
ज्यादा था, इलास्टी कम थी. यहाँ स्लोप कम है. जब स्लोप कम होगा तो ऐसी करो ये बनेगी. ये एवरेज रेवेन्यू की करो है. ये एवरेज रेवेन्यू की करो है.
Yes.
ये फॉर एग्जांपल मार्जिनल रेवेन्यू की करो.
Margin. Yes, sir.
Yes, this is marginal revenue curve. So here slope is less. Slope is
Elastic.
less slope, but
More
more
elastic.
elastic. हाँ, elasticity of demand यहाँ more than one है. That is high elastic. High
Yes,
elastic. The elasticity of demand is high, or more than unit elastic. More than unit elastic. So slope और elasticity opposite है एक दूसरे के. These are opposite to each other. So अब लिख लीजिए यहाँ. ये हो गया, टेबल हो गया.
Sir, half minute. Yes, sir. हो गया.
कैसे कोरियर रटन क्लास है, इनको क्या हो गया? So आप लिख लीजिए अंडर मोनोपोलिस्टिक कंपटीशन. Under monopolistic competition, the average revenue and marginal revenue curves are downward sloping
Yes, sir.
from left to right, like demand curve, from left to right,
Right.
same as demand curve. Or negative slope, right? Negative,
Yes, sir.
negatively sloped. The average revenue is always more than marginal revenue. Average
Yes, sir.
revenue is always more than marginal revenue.
Marginal.
The slope of both the curves is less, but elasticity of demand is high elastic. High elastic, that is value of elasticity of demand is more than 1.
Yes, sir.
Yes, more than 1. More than 1.
One.
That is elasticity of demand is more than 1. Elasticity of demand is more than 1. नजर आता है?
Yes, sir.
So we can say under this monopolistic competition, there is inverse relationship between price or average revenue, between average revenue and output. There is
Yes, sir.
inverse relationship between average revenue and quantity demand. So accordingly, we can say the average revenue and marginal revenue curves slope downwards. Now, what is the difference between monopoly and monopolistic competition regarding the shape of the demand curve? अब क्या फर्क रह गई? अभी मैंने revenue curves पढ़ाया.
Sir, how much more elastic?
Yes, yet much more elastic or high elastic, what much less elastic. What much
Yes,
slope
sir.
आसान ज़्यादा, yet much slope आसान. Very good. The
Yes, sir.
difference between monopoly and monopolistic competition is that under monopolistic competition, average revenue and marginal revenue curves are more elastic.
More elastic. Yes, sir.
It means that if a slight change in price is made, there is high change in demand. Under monopolistic
Yes, sir.
competition, if a slight change is made in price or in the average revenue, large change is seen in the demand or output sold. Because why? Because the substitutes are easily available. In the
Yes, sir.
monopolistic competition, substitutes are easily available. Instead of
Available.
monopoly, the substitutes are not easily available. That is why elasticity of demand is less. Elasticity of demand is
Yes, sir.
less.
Less.
So this is the difference between monopoly and monopolistic competition with respect to average revenue and marginal revenue. The first difference is, ये हम लिख भी सकते हैं यहाँ, ये हो गया.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
लास्ट पे आप लिख भी सकते हो ये. The difference between monopoly and monopolistic competition is the difference between monopoly and monopolistic competition is that under monopolistic competition, the AR and MR curves are more elastic. They are more elastic, but less slow, because close substitutes are easily available in this market.
Yes, sir.
Yes. ठीक है इसमें?
Yes, sir.
Close substitutes, it is because in monopolistic competition the goods have close substitutes. Close substitutes of goods are easily available. On the other hand, but in monopoly, in monopoly market, the AR and MR curves are less elastic. They are
Yes, sir.
less
elastic.
With high slope. With high slope.
Low.
Because close substitutes
Are not easily available.
For a product.
Yes, sir.
Or for a good are not available. Or not?
Yes, sir.
यहाँ available नहीं है, वहाँ available है. Or not available. So this is difference in the shape of curves between monopoly market and monopolistic competitive market. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So ये है आज का टॉपिक. हो गया ये?
Yes, sir.
इसी के साथ हमारा ये जो रेवेन्यू है ये कंप्लीट हो गया. ठीक है, ये कंप्लीट हो गया. तो कल मैं उठाऊंगा प्रोड्यूसर्स इक्विलिब्रियम. प्रोड्यूसर्स इक्विलिब्रियम.
Yes, sir.
इतना ही पढ़ेंगे या और?
क्या
बताओ.
सर?
इतना ही पढ़ेंगे आज या और एक टॉपिक उठाओगे आप? आज परवा युति केने बेपर युके अथर क्या होना
सर की ने
सर युति पारो
इतना ही पढ़ेंगे.
यस सर.
उसमें थोड़ा आखरा सा इसमें एक चीज थोड़ी बहुत है how to calculate
ना सर
the
इस पर्पस में
total revenue, marginal revenue, and average revenue of a firm in perfect market.
how to talk.
अगर आप थोड़ा
सर से बस पढ़ो वो
नहीं, एक बात है ना, कल मैं दूसरा टॉपिक स्टार्ट करूंगा,
सर पर नहीं आते हैं।
लेकिन एक चीज करना है आपको, मैं मीटिंग एंड करूंगा, फिर 2 मिनट के बाद में ज्वाइन करूंगा फिर मीटिंग।
सर ठीक है।
तो कृपया कॉपरेट, आप कॉपरेट करोगे?
यस सर।
मैं एंड
Yes,
करूंगा
sir.
मीटिंग, मेरी रिकॉर्डिंग कट हो जाएगी, वो टॉपिक अलग बनेगा, ठीक है?
यस सर
ओके
ठीक।
सर
तो जो 2 मिनट पाती है, 2-5 मिनट का टॉपिक है बस, फिर मैं छोड़ दूंगा।